Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Okay, we warm up with an Eden run. Maybe we'll fit a Lost run in here. Tomo buddy, I gotta start playing the game that pays for your food. I know you want to be petted right now, but Daddy's gotta work. And then the slow motion montage of me banging out Isaac episodes while my cat ages and then eventually passes away in front of me. It's a metaphor, man. It's like the Lightning Crashes music video by Alive. Oh, you're cute. You're cute. Okay, Y444 GRYH. We're flying. We're actively flying. We're passively flying. We have 2 HP and it's all wrapped up in spirit hearts. It's not bad. As far as active items go, the pony is pretty horrible, but it's low tier, at least. Let's put it that way. That doesn't mean it won't be useful for us like it was on that room, but it means we can replace it with effectively almost any active item and not suffer any ill consequences. Ugh, little Chad is completely worthless right now, but may one day be worth its weight in tungsten. You might be saying, tungsten? I thought the analogy was about gold. Well, that's old hat, young friend. Now it's all about palladium, so we can keep making smartphones. All right, Tomo's gone. Here we go. He's not passed away. He's basically still a kitten by, you know, feline taxonomical standards. No bombs. I'm going to defeat this boss. Ooh, that's really good. We got a health upgrade. I'm gonna see if I can get 1 penny before we head down to the next floor as well. And if we can do so, we got a chance to spawn an arcade, which is like step 1 on the flowchart of actually having a winning run here. And once we get that done, you know, Bob's your uncle, basically. Get your deal with the devil, get your little blood bag, get your little IV bag, get your brimstone, and you're good to go, you know? Handing out brimstone for free these days. Synth oil is also really good. We're kind of approaching like a half-decent streak. 5 is, it's a start. It's step, you know, half on the road to something. Anyway, let's move over here. Step half on the road to something. Brain's all out of glycogen. I've been drumming in Rock Band 4 all afternoon, man. How's Rock Band 4? It's fine. I'm gonna go to our shop here temporarily. Here's the thing. Rock Band's weird. Rock Band 1, 2, and 3 gave me some of my greatest gaming memories of all time, but it wasn't because of the game. Not that the game was bad, but rather it was because of the environment I lived in, a house in college with several of my closest friends. It's the one time in your life that's ever likely to happen for an extended period of time, and it happened to coincide with the release of one of the best party games of all time, which was fantastic. However, Rock Band 4 is still a whole lot of fun. Track list a little subpar, and I gotta say I was disappointed to see them like crowdfunding the release of the game on PC. I mean, I guess like I should be careful about this because I have an audience and I don't want to, you know, make people have a prejudice about Harmonix that is not based on anything. I know nothing about Harmonix as a company, but my perception about them crowdfunding the game was, well, I mean, if you came out with it on PC, I would probably buy it, because that would be a really convenient way to play the game and maybe even stream it if I don't care about the VODs getting muted on Twitch. But I'm not gonna, like, pay you to make it. Like, you make it and I'll buy it. I'd have no problem with crowdfunding in general. I was just like, you guys aren't, I mean, you're indie, this isn't your first game. And maybe that's an ignorant perception, but I do think that it sort of worked against them. This is gaming news, in case you were not familiar with it. But, yeah, they had to raise like 1.5 million on Fig, and they didn't, so they canceled the project. I was kind of bummed out, because I was like, I would like it on PC, but not enough to fund it myself, whether as a backer or a private investor. Oh yes, I'll take a 150% ownership stake in Rock Band 4, please. My one condition is you place every Rush song ever recorded into the track list. And as soon as you boot up a song by the veritable kings of rock and roll, Rush, it tells you, did you know these guys are Canadian? They grew up in Scarborough. Alright, once Little Horn dies here, we're gonna have an interesting, for real, stop teleporting. We're gonna have an interesting, conversation about what our deal with the devil looks like, I think. I cannot hit this guy with a bomb. It's like a new era of misery here. 2 syringes already. And black powder, which is just, like, horrifying in the sense that we, is this thing ever coming down? It's horrifying in the sense that we have no HP now, but I think it was probably the right decision to do this. Are both of these 2 keys? No, that's 1, and that's probably our shop. And there's chaos for 7 cents, which I think we should take and just get real weird with this run. Have we been to our item room on this floor? Yes, we got Pyromaniac. Yeah, the thing that's keeping you alive right now, that's what you got. We should probably save our teleporter and use that, not for boss rush necessarily, more likely to get out of a curse room, in all honesty. That seems like something that would be appropriate for me. Oh. 3 of the same pill. Balls of Steel. 3 range downs. 1 speed up. Honestly, I would trade a range downgrade for a speed upgrade, like, almost every time. So I'm pretty pleased with this, but Spirit Hearts. Ooh, oh my god, Chaos has done amazing things. Lord of the Pit is not worth much. Abel's not worth much. Book of Shadows is worth a lot, considering we can already fly and have speed upgrades via maybe Lord of the Pit, but definitely the speed upgrade pill that did it directly for us. And Sin Robes. Thank you, Chaos, for the beautiful bounty you've given me here. 2 more black hearts. Moon card out. With enough bombs to possibly pick up Magic Mushroom, pretty please. Don't mind if I do. I found pills. Retro Vision. Health upgrade. Pretty good. Friends till the end. And another range down. Now, Liberty Cap or Watch Battery? Honestly, I think I'm okay with Liberty Cap. As a fungologist, you should listen to me, and Liberty Cap is pretty good. Excuse me, streamer, they're not called fungologists, they're called mycologists. God. Because they're from the kingdom Michael, I can't remember, Mycophytes? I can't remember. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's been a long time since I was in school. Well, that's not true, it's been a long time since I was in school for biology, and I've forgotten most of it. I'm not ashamed to admit that, a lot of that knowledge has fallen by the wayside. But it kind of, I feel like learning, most of that knowledge remains locked away. Like, it's still in your brain, it's just not readily accessible. It's moved out of the cache and into, you know, long-term storage. But if you had to learn long division again, and you're gonna laugh and say, learn long division, I learned that in 4th grade. Yo, try to do long division right now. I'm not saying try to divide something. And, you know, if 12 divided by 3, what does that give you? You know, that's easy enough. But try to do some long-ass division step by step on paper. We had, I don't know, do kids still do long division? It was a pretty foolproof method. I'm just not sure if it's antiquated or something. But, you know, you had to write out the number, and then you'd multiply the number that you put on the top by the quotient or the divisor, I can't remember, and then you put it underneath of the written word. It was just like, it was a little overkill. But in real life, you're not gonna have a calculator next to you, so you gotta know how to do this. Fucking, yeah, the engineers of the... Ooh, the engineers of the Tacoma Narrows Bridge are like, well, we could do this using a calculator, but where's the fun in that? Let's fly by the seat of our pants. Northernlion, did you just... Well, first off, did you just pick up a guppy item? Yes, I did. But I'm gonna stick with... obviously, our Book of Shadows here, a little bit more functional. Did you just poke fun at the Tacoma Narrows Bridge collapse? I have to be honest, I did first. And also, I did it not because I want to make fun of the tragedy of a bridge collapse that was like 50, 60 years ago, but rather because I think the Tacoma Narrows Bridge collapse is a fucking awesome name for like a post-rock band. They could open for Explosions in the Sky. People would be like, man, I'm just here for the Tacoma Narrows Bridge collapse. That's insensitive. I was talking about the band. Oh, someone was asking me about the Tacoma Narrows Bridge collapse. I signed them to Interscope Records when they first got their career. Bill Conti came to me and said, hey, Rock. And I said, don't call me that, Bill. We'll get Hans Zimmer to score Creed. Bill Conti might be dead. I honestly don't know. I mean no disrespect in saying that. Only the good die young, or at an appropriate age. I honestly have no idea how old Bill Conti would be, were he still alive, God rest him. I think we're just gonna head down to the next floor. Blue Baby's only friend is fine. Not the most amazing. of all items we can get here, but certainly not bad. I actually think that in terms of our tiers right now, Blue Baby's Only Friend is probably our go-to. You know, go-to, the Super Saiyan from the Dragon Ball Z franchise. When Goku went Super Saiyan level 1, I was like, oh my god, he's gonna kill Freezer. He's gonna kill Freezer this episode. And then it went on and on for like 2 more episodes. Oh, BFFs is fantastic in conjunction with Blue Baby's Only Friend. I got nothing to complain about here. Except complaining itself. Okay, we made it. 7-cent scatter bombs. There was also a Gimpy in there. I don't really care about either of those, to be honest with you. I mean, at this point, we have pretty much won the run. We've piloted this to a victory as a result of Book of Shadows and BFF, I think, and Blue Baby's Only Friend going along with that. If we could occasionally land a shot here with our tiers, even better. I almost feel content to take the range downgrade, but I'm not going to do that because that would be idiotic. We also have Pyro, which I totally neglected to mention. We're also taking the world's dumbest damage for no reason at all. I think we're okay on red hearts, buddy. If you want to, like, take a breather, get ready for, you know, life on the womb if that's necessary. Life in the womb lane, surely gonna blow your mind. Okay, guppy items. I don't think chaos affects the red chests as they spawn. I think it affects them if you were to reroll. I'm not sure, actually. Even if it did affect them, like, it's not the kiss of death, necessarily. Could be a good thing for us. We could get Brimstone instead. Probably not. But I gotta admit the temptation's there. I honestly don't really care about getting any extra HP from our shop. I feel like that's kind of like an intermediate player trap. Says the guy who's lost like 10-1 runs in the past week. But I feel like you're gonna be like, hey, use Book of Shadows there. Hey, who invited me back onto the show? I was just filming Creed 2. And you say stop, my mom will shoot. But yeah. You're like, hey, you can get some free HP there. Well, it's not really free HP, because we got to invest the most precious resource of all, time. I'm not sure if you know this, but unless you're Ray Kurzweil, most people are of the opinion that everybody's going to die someday, unless we have our consciousness uploaded to, you know, like an independent entity. Here's the shit that gets me, okay? Because I'm an optimistic cynic. I like to use that terminology because it makes me feel like I'm not just an asshole, which may or may not be true, but I'm so optimistic about the future. How could you not be? Imagine being in like the 1700s and being like, well, in the future, you know how nobody knows how to read right now? Like 5% of the population knows how to read, and it's only the rich people. In the future, everybody's gonna know how to read. Not everybody. That's a little unfair, but you know, like 98% of the developed world will know how to read. You know how right now, if you want to like get food, you have to go like talk to the king or go to the market and hope that, you know, some beans came in today. At North American supermarkets, there's any food you could ever dream of from around the world. That's right, there's a world. 1700s, I guess they would be aware. It's post-age of exploration. What I'm getting at here is that I don't want to be the guy who's back there and I'll be like, yeah, but people are living longer, so the odds of dying from a disease go up because, you know, modern medicine is keeping people alive longer than it ever has before. Yeah, okay, so I can drive to any relative's house and, you know, in this electric carriage, but 2% of people are gonna die in them, so, like, that's pretty messed up. I don't want to be that guy, you know, who's like, I kind of like it back in the 1700s, right? Look like a fucking idiot. But here's my worry. What if you upload your consciousness to, like, the cloud, and then, like, somebody just hacks your fucking personality and your memories and shit, right? That's the stuff that is, like, nightmare scenario for me, man. Because right now, people are like, hey, we put the internet in your fridge because you need to tweet about, you know, your celery's running out. And I'm like, don't put the internet in anything else. I'm surrounded by too much internet as is. Don't put the internet in my car. I don't want somebody to be like, hey, fuck this guy, I don't like his Isaac videos, so your brakes are out, you know? Like, you gotta have some air gaps there or something. And, I mean, data security it's only becoming like a more hot button issue, right? I'm not gonna bore or scare people. But that's what worries me about being in the cloud. Everybody's like, you'll have a computer chip in your head. And I'm like, yeah, man, that's not good. Take it from somebody who lives their whole life on the internet. It can be good to get away, man. You're trying to sleep every 10 minutes, you know, somebody who knows your brain's IP address is piping in fucking Darude Sandstorm. Yeah, it's gonna seem like a fucking dystopia pretty soon. Take Deadeye here. And I don't know, you know, like I'm joking, but there's like a little bit of sincerity in my voice because I'm not like a network security professional. But whenever I tell people about this, they just laugh and they go, oh, you. And I'm like, yo, dog. But like for real though. You know, like 50% of the population will just use the same password for their fucking brain they use for everything else. Yeah, well, if someone guesses the password for my brain or gets it from one of the data breaches that happens every day, no big deal. It's no big deal. What do I use my brain for? It's a scary thought, man. I mean, given the choice between thinking about, you know, the consequences of that and living forever, I'd probably prefer to live forever. But it's interesting to think about. I hear like nobody talking about this. Everybody's like, Ray Kurzweil takes 8 iron pills a day and he's gonna live forever. And I'm like, yeah, he's gonna live forever. Someone's gonna, you know, buy a bunch of Raffi's Box of Sunshine copies on Amazon and deliver it straight to his digital anus or something. Hack your memories, make you think that, you know, Brigitte Nielsen is your ex-wife or something like that, you know? Somebody should make a movie about like what if the future came true. But it was like a little like dark, like not the way we had anticipated, and maybe there would be like Harrison Ford starring in it, and also Rutger Hauer could play like the man's perfect form, etc., personified and clarified in a single blow. And that's why I say things like I'm a cynical optimist or an optimistic cynic. I'm like, yeah, maybe we'll live forever, but like I sure hope we got like smart people working at Norton Antivirus, because you know, some people will take steps to protect themselves, and some people will be like, you want to pay $10 a year to activate your brain security? Nah, I'll do it tomorrow, right? Like, this is the society we live in. I'm not even saying I'm not one of those people. I'm just saying this is the kind of stuff that keeps me up at night. Mom, what if people don't practice good data security in the future? What if somebody working at the IRS just sends their social insurance or social security numbers out to everybody because they, you know, had a bad day at the office? Oh, sweetie. That'll probably never happen. Alright, let's move down here. For the most part, we live in a utopia, you know, it's pretty sweet. Mostly because I can just go, like, out of my door and get a fucking fat-ass Vietnamese soup for like $7.50 anytime I want. That's dope as hell. That's like worth the cost, I would say. Worth whatever cost you could possibly, you know, muster up here. I'm not gonna worry about going to the shop. Instead, I just wanna play video games. Just wanna play video games, you heard? Just wanna play video. Okay, we did not get a deal with the devil. We did get the Polaroid though, and oh, Dead Cat is so tempting, and probably we will do it. Although I have to admit that Holy Light is also pretty sweet. Not Holy Light, Crown of Light. But I want to be Guppy, so I'm gonna make the decision that is probably a little less cool, but potentially more functional at least. I really don't want to do all of Boss Rush, but you know, BFF, Blue Baby's Only Friend, is not a bad selection to be doing Boss Rush with. We also have Deadeye now, but to be honest with you, I don't feel like our tiers are quite in a place where they're going to be killing it. As much as I would love them to be. This is ideal wave for Tammy's head. Alright, where is Blue Baby's Only Friend? All the way back here. Is this worth it for 9 lives, man? Starting to think the answer may be no. We have 99 bombs. We have 99 poison bombs. And I'm sitting over here, oh, should I use Blue Baby's Only Friend or my tears? I don't know. Yo, dog, you got 99 bombs that poison enemies. In what world are you concerned about your supposedly limited resources? Doesn't make any sense. We should be throwing bombs down in conjunction with every single wave. Look at how much this is helping me here. This is like, this isn't taking advantage of compound interest. This is like being the inventor of compound interest. Which is to say, we got a huge head start on the population here. Yo, dog. How much money do you think the dog who invented money has? 'Cause he invented money. He should get like a cut of every transaction. Oh, you seem well off. What do you do for work? Oh, I'm a rocket scientist. Oh, yeah, I work for NASA. I'm making it so that mankind is no longer confined to this rock we call Earth, and instead can become a spacefaring society that traverses the stars according to our needs and desires. That's sweet. I invented money. Here's $10 trillion. Show me your butthole. He would do it. They'd all do it. What are you talking about, NL? Just go with it, man. Just go with it. What if the color I see as orange is not the same color you see as orange? Like, maybe your orange is like my blue, but we both learned that it was called orange, so we don't know, dog. We just don't know. One day, this fight will be over, and we will get new fodder for conversation. That day is not today. Honestly, I mean, we're doing just fine here. I still think Blue Baby's Only Friend is better than our tiers, but I'll admit, considering we have Chaos, I'm kind of hoping we pull off the Guppy trifecta and, you know, maybe change that a little bit. Pin? Pin. Pin just pops up. We should be golden. 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 I say gold, I say golden, I say golden. Pin gon' pop and we're gonna be fine. Doesn't really work. Ah! I mean, with Deadeye, if we, like, never miss, maybe we'll do more damage that way. I mean, we'll definitely do more damage. Will we do more damage than Blue Baby's Only Friend? I don't know. It's pretty easy to test it on an enemy that just runs straight at us, at least. Okay, where's there we go. Get Blue Baby's Only Friend back in here. Right, I forgot about Black Powder. But to be honest with you, like, it's a little bit too much to ask for me to Black Powder, Bob's Curse Bomb, and Tammy's Head every single wave that shows up. Like, that's a lot on the to-do list for every single enemy that exists in the game. We are fast enough to kind of do it on the regular here. We might even be fast enough to get both enemies inside of it, at least if one of them's not flying. Whoa. This could be our last wave as well. I mean, we've been in here for like 4 or 5 minutes. Like 20 seconds a wave. That seems roughly appropriate. Ooh, fanny pack. Not really that good. Why'd you say ooh then? I was trying to entertain an audience. And the truth comes out. Okay, let's get to higher level strategies here. Higher Ground by Lenny Kravitz. That's not Lenny Kravitz, that's Stevie Wonder. They're two totally different eras. I mean, Stevie Wonder laid the foundation for rock and roll to be taken to great heights, but the only person who could pilot that Boeing 747 of rock was the god himself, Lenny Kravitz. Rock Messiah. 2 Spirit Hearts. Okay. And if I dare say myself, 1 fine slice of man meat. That's just what it says in the script here. He said if I'd said this, you'd give me back my son, you son of a bitch. I said what you want. Now, put the gun down. Please. I mean, for Chaos, this is like a little bit of a snore fest here, if I may use such harsh language. It's like, come on. Yawn. Like, I haven't had this many yawns since I went to the Lenny Kravitz concert. Well, put it down. Put it down, Lenny. Romeo Blue, nobody's gotta die today. There's homing bombs. Now we have 79 homing poison bombs that are also Mr. Mega Bombs. Don't walk on the red poop. It actually hurts you. This is a recent revelation I've discovered. I'm thinking that as boring as it sounds, and it really isn't that exciting, not to make the run seem, you know, like you shouldn't even be watching it, but bombs are the ticket here, you know? We got pyro and half-decent bomb synergies. We should be excited that we can take advantage of it, honestly. Not every run's got that kind of potential. Got blue candle. Could replace Tammy's head, but I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I think I'll roll Guppy's head instead of Tammy's head. I don't know though, 3 flies per room is so boring compared to Tammy's head, which at least, you know, if we get better tiers, can be useful for us. On the bright side, we are also Guppy now, so, you know, if we weren't strong before, we're definitely strong now, but we were strong before, so it's irrelevant to some extent. No, sadly. I would have loved to have done that because it's kind of weird, but doesn't really make any sense to go to Shoal in this situation. Wait, do we have butt bombs as well? We should be using bombs even more than we're already using bombs, which is always. Terrible idea, but honestly, 2 bombs might be enough to do it if you're not an idiot who walks into the enemies after you set them up and knock them down accordingly. Ooh, that spun. That's actually huge for us. I mean, we got 2 of these on the first freaking floor, but now we get a little bit more damage that hopefully we can actually use to create some flies with Tammy's head. I'm still thinking bombs are the go-to, but if we can like make some flies with Tammy's head when we walk into the room, that's something at least. We may end up picking up that Eternal Heart. I'm kind of on the fence about it right now. Not gonna fight the Hush on this one because I find the Hush kind of annoying. And we're gonna do Hush on the dailies. Yo. Like, methinks the mom's heart doth protest too much here. Easy enough. Deal with the devil. No deal? What do I keep this HP around for if you're not gonna give me a deal with the devil at this point? Well, I don't really need any more bombs. I'd rather have the chance for mapping occasionally, I suppose. We got like too many effects that deal damage here in a way that is semi-nebulous. Like I'm keeping these black powder circles alive at all times. Or gonna try to keep these black powder circles alive at all times. Even though functionally, I don't know like how much benefit it actually provides us with. Seems to be one piece of the puzzle, but is it, you know, a corner piece or is it a last when you pop in because it's only got sky, no cloud formations to test? So we do have a Spirit Heart back there, which we should definitely check. I don't know why I thought that was going to be a mob trap room. 2 golden chests. I think we save our keys for the chest because we have 3 Guppy items. Is one of them Guppy's tail? I don't think so, but I think we got paw, head, and 9 lives. But we could still get golden chests on the next floor. Of course, I was going to use that to support my reasoning that we should keep our HP... Or sorry, keep our keys high so that we could use them to open golden chests. But, I mean, the reasoning kind of holds regardless. And for once, I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass. Hi-oh, we'll save that for the $1 trillion man, the man who invented money. Ted DiBiase. Here's where wrestling confuses me. When I was a kid and I watched wrestling, there was a $6 million man. Or I think it was just called the $1 million man at that point. Ted DiBiase. Then, people started to talk to me about Ted DiBiase, the $1 million man, who was a wrestler. And I said, yeah, I watched him wrestle when I was a kid. And they're like, really? He's like 26. That seems weird. Was he like 7 at the same time you were 7? And I got really confused. Confused because Ted DiBiase, the elder, does not look like a 23-year-old man. You know, He's been around the block. I don't mean that in a bad way. But then, apparently, the new Ted DiBiase just has the same name as the old Ted DiBiase. And then, it's his son, but because it's wrestling, I don't know if it's his real son or if it's his wrestling son. I have a hunch that it's his real son, but why did he give him the same name? I mean, you might say Ted DiBiase, the brand's got, you know, recognition. Why not call him, like, Nate DiBiase? It's still, like, the same difference. Are we gonna re-roll our whole run? Hell yeah. This seems substantially worse, but we have 70 sad bombs. And the mom transformation. Oh, okay. And scatter bombs? Oh, fuck. And Curse of the Tower. And we still got Guppy. Maybe not scatter bombs. Maybe it was just Curse of the Tower. This is... Oh, fuck. Let me out! Oh, let me out! This is really, really strong and also horrifying. Well, thank God we saved some keys here. Yeah, this run seems great now. Damage-wise, not really. But look at the... oh, we do have scatter bombs. Not really that amazing damage-wise, but holy Christ, look at the bomb damage. Tearing everything up. 2 cracked dice is actually, like, completely acceptable. I don't see why I would ever be disappointed in this. We also have butt bombs, so if we ever run out of bombs, which is just unfathomable at the present moment, we can do something about that. This run is going to be a win, and you know what? It's going to be a fun win. This is a win that I can be proud of. Not because it was particularly difficult, but because it was fucking weird, man. I don't even know, like, I'm actually disappointed that we have BBF, because it's gonna hurt me. But I think we might have the... No, we definitely do not have the wafer. Monstro's Lung. Hold up. What about Monster... Oh, what the fuck? It never went that far! I don't think we take Mom's Knife. Because oh, number 2 hit us before. I don't think we take Mom's Knife because it's just going to be, it could ruin the synergy that we've already got going. And, to be honest with you, come on. You think we need Mom's Knife on this run? That's a little much. That is a form of piercing shot that we might not have had before. The real question basically comes down to, can we beat Blue Baby on 1 HP? And I think the answer to that is, like, definitely yes. Even if it's not on our first try here. We can pretty much just walk in there and hit him twice. Like 2 bombs will finish the job. I mean, we did kill him there. And now we start with half our bombs already made. Okay, that was good enough. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.